I'm gonna keep this hand. It's a little slow, but I've tried mulliganing away these hands before and I've been punished for it, so I'm gonna try something like this now. Alright, Boggle's not the best matchup in the world. I'm at a suppression field, so I want to try and fetch beforehand. I don't know, like Obstinate, he's fine. But I'd just rather try and win the game than just like have a 5-5 in play. Like I'd rather just kill my opponent. Like Sigarda's interesting because like it like dodges a lot of removal versus like the junk decks and everything like that. And it flies. Obstinate, it's not the greatest. Like Obstinate's pretty good versus Tron because they have a hard time killing it. Alright, awesome. If this is how slow he's going, that's awesome for us. So hopefully we can buy time with these creatures and then bring to life for Kiki-Jiki and win. It's gonna be definitely hard. But thanks for subscribing. Oh, sorry, subscribing. Thanks for following. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Thanks for following. I might be jumping with the first one of these guys. But we have 2 more turns. Well, we have 1 more turn. Or we have to start jumping. Because of trample, we're gonna be in trouble. Rancor would be the worst possible thing that can happen to us. Alright, that's fine. The problem is if I don't block here, like he can put like I'll be at 2, and then if he just puts if he has 2 auras on these guys, we're just totally dead. So I just want to block and conserve my life total. Yeah, let's let him attack. I don't think there's any instant speed stuff to worry about. So what we could do, we have a couple options. We can bring to light for Reveillark. We could primal and so bringing to light for Reveillark is good if he doesn't have any more enchantments to put on his guys. We lose to basically everything else. Like we lose to enchantment and removal. We don't lose to removal spell, but we lose to enchantment. Because he just puts it on Core Spirit Dancer and die. So I think what we have to do is Primal Command, gain 7 life, search for a Birds of Paradise or an Arbor Elf. Probably Arbor Elf. And then we were at 9. And we can try to do the Reveillark thing next turn. Just gonna look at my deck real fast. See if there's anything else I can do. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Let me think. If he has a removal spell, we just lose if we go the Primal Command line. So I guess I'll just play around another removal spell than an enchantment. No, there's not that many. I was searching for that card. For like the Esper Gifts Reanimator deck I was working on. There's not many creatures that just wipe the board when they come in. Sunblast Angel's 1, but it doesn't cost 5. River Demon doesn't cost 5. Elish Norn, they're all really expensive. Pontiff's the closest thing. Yeah, you're right. Let's just bring to light for Reveillark. If only this was one less mana. I got the Rancor. Alright. Just for pleasure. I'm not on the Pro Tour yet. Just trying to have some fun during the holidays. Well, I'm not preparing for any tournament. I just want to try something like a little different that my friend recommended to me. So I want Glen Elendra. I don't think I do. I think it's just too slow. But it might just be good as a way of, but Spellskite's gonna do that. I think we're fine. I'm gonna keep it. What we can do is we can upkeep, tap his land, so he has more restriction on mana. I mean, we might just have to, like, I haven't played this matchup before. It could just be that I want a sideboard. I just want to, like, mulligan to my sideboard cards, but I think I just want to try and combo. He has paths, so Finks is, like, not the greatest. It's an okay matchup. It's not the worst. That's why you have 4 Finks on the board. Because we really respect it. So hopefully draw something into play next turn, like a Restoration Angel would be awesome. Like, the thing is, like, a lot of times they're just going after lands. Like we'll go on his turn 2, tap down your land on the play. Turn 3, Deceiver Exarch or Restoration Angel, tap down your land. Like, we just want to make sure, like, he doesn't do what he wants to do, and we just end the game. Not the best draw in the world. So I think I'm just going to play Overgrown Tomb tapped. Thank you, Hero. Scarage23, thanks for following. Appreciate it. Means a bunch. And then hopefully he doesn't go too crazy this turn. But we can Primal Command away an enchantment. While maybe his Daybreak Coronet falls off. We can search for a creature. God, it's a good one. That one's gonna be kind of tough. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a creature, guys. Or maybe just dead to that Gaddock Teague. Maybe should have boarded in Kolaghan's command, but even then. I mean, you can still draw Kiki-Jiki naturally, so. Leave outs. I don't think you can attack with Teak here. So we drew Primal Command, and that's it for this game. It's disappointing. So we just pass. Yeah, we're pretty dead. Like, he's like an issue, but he's not that big of an issue. Like, we're mostly creatures. We have 4 Brinktolites, a Primal Command, and that's it. As our non-creatures, and like as things that get like knocked by Gadite Teague. Like, I think Teague is definitely right to bring in, but I think his impact in the matchup is not as severe as what it looks like here. Like, I can still draw Kiki-Jiki and just kill him right now. I'm dead. Pretty much, like, it's everything. Like, I draw Kiki-Jiki this turn, so I don't think Chumping does anything. Like, if I chump with the Arbor Elf on the 3/5, I'm still dead to the 6/4, and no matter what else he draws. So I'm just gonna take the 9. Mer. I don't know. I feel like I didn't have that many decisions that game. I think definitely the decks that are faster than us, are like are worse matchups, like Boggles, Infect, and Burn is kind of lumped into that category, except it's mitigated a little bit. I do want to try some stuff though. Like I think Bribery could be a really sweet one of, like in the sideboard. But I don't know if it's just better. Not like I think it just might be a worse Crumble it does versus Tron. But I think like bribing out like an Emrakul on turn like 3 or turn 4 could be pretty good. Or like Shriekmaw is kind of interesting because like you can cast it early, but you can also like bring to life for it and kill something. The only thing is it's a little restrictive. I haven't played the deck much though. This is like only my second day playing it, so I kind of want to get my like 20 games in before I want to start changing things. I think it's like a general good rule of thumb of like if you're playing a deck for the first time, like don't make any changes to it. Just try and get in the person's head who built it, and that way you'll understand some of his choices, so you don't have to like kind of relearn what he learned or she learned.